Okay, so you got the afternoon sun beating down on you and your air conditioner breaks. What do? Do you go home and discover the problem, or do you get out of the cab and walk around to see if you can find it while you're in the field, or do you just open the windows and choke on dust? Well, probably any one of those solutions is fine. But the thing is, how do you fix it? Alright, John Deere has this wonderful idea years ago that the low pressure line on the AC unit that goes up into the cab needed to be surrounded by some form of insulation so that the cold air or the cold gas, low pressure side, going back to the pump would maintain a certain coolness before it got to the pump to aid in cooling the pump. What that did was it caused your line to rust. That line there coming out of there will rust all to hell. When it does that, it gets pinholes in it. Pinholes are leaks. Real pain in the ass. So when you're drilling your beans, or you're planting your corn or wheat or rye or whatever it is, and it's hot, or you're making hay, whatever it is, you got no AC. Well, that just plain sucks. So there's a quick and simple fix. You peel that shit the hell off of there. And it's going to look something like that inside, coated with oil. That's how you're going to know where the problem is. It's going to turn like wet. So you go over and you find that spot and you're like, okay, well that looks like a rusted, crusted mess. And then you look, and of course all your gas is gone. So you get your 30-pound can of Freon or coolant, whatever it is, that's R134A. You hook it up with the engine off. You turn that thing on, and then you listen and feel for your leaks. Now you can get fancy and buy a leak detector, or you can put that green dye and go around with a light and find it. But when you do find your leak, you go down to your local hardware store and you purchase yourself one of these things called a hose clamp. Then you go over here to a place where there might be a bad inner tube. It's rubber. You cut a nice little section out of there and you go back to your hole. Your hole is going to be right about here and here because that's where they are. You put that rubber over the hole, tighten the hose clamp over top of the hole. That will seal your leak until your parts arrive so that you're not choking on dust, messing up the inside of your tractor, and just suffering like, I don't know, the Holocaust? Because that's about what it feels like in one of these things. An oven that they cooked the Jews in back in 1940, whatever it was. So, do yourself a favor, use this little bit of Afro engineering tip and save yourself a lot of sweat and dirt. God only knows what else you're going to have in there. And if you got a wife, she's definitely not going to run that thing. I don't have a wife anymore. I tried to put her in a cab that didn't have AC. She ran like a rape date. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video because it was kind of fun to make, and I'm charging it. I'm sure there's going to be some monkey out there telling me, you didn't put the right amount in there. Well, let me tell you something. That thing there, as long as it's cold in there and there's no flashing lights and crazy things and it's working, I got the right amount in. So, a quick test would be to see that this is not too hot where it comes out of the dryer, and make sure there's no frost coming back down your line. The other thing is, walk over here. If it's cold to the touch,